When was the last time you celebrated your small wins? What would shift for you if you chose to begin a practice of honoring progress instead of waiting for perfection that never shows up? I grew up in a sports-obsessed household: football, basketball, baseball, and more. My dad and my brother were and are diehard all things Ohio related. We grew up mostly in Ohio. While they cheered on the Cleveland teams, I leaned more to the Cincinnati sports, especially in my adoration of the Big Red Machine. As a result, when I was just a little girl, my incredibly supportive mother drove me and a couple of girlfriends to the Cincinnati airport to greet the Reds team as they returned from Oakland to continue their quest to win the '72 World Series. What a thrill for me to be a part of that welcoming fan club. I remember it as if it was yesterday. As the players walked down the halls of the terminal, I got to see such sport legends as Davey Concepcion, Joe Morgan, George Foster, Tony Perez, and I even met and got to talk to the coach, Sparky Anderson. And let's not forget the premier catcher, legendary Johnny Bench. As I recall, I even wore my Johnny Bench for President t-shirt. I was all in with that Kool-Aid. Bench was a consummate player, widely touted to be the best all-around catcher to ever play the game. Mike Piazza would like a word, but until Piazza came along, Bench held the record for the most home runs by any catcher. Now, watching sluggers such as Johnny Bench was thrilling. And not just him, every time a big hitter came to the plate, I was rooting for the home run or the grand slam. I mean, after all, why attempt a base hit when a home run puts points on the board immediately? Not a bad aspiration, but also potentially overrated. Why? Well, because statistics show that home runs represent approximately 3% of all hits, meaning the vast majority of hits are singles, some doubles, a few triples now and then, and that's not even peppering in the strikeouts that happen most frequently. If the well-meaning intent is to swing for the fences every time, only to be disappointed when the ball doesn't fly over that fence, then one is in for a whole lot of letdowns, especially when enough base hits also put points on the scoreboard. For me, there is such rich learning in this observation as it parallels the perspective I had for so many years in my career. My aspiration was always the proverbial home run in everything I attempted to do, be it delivering the best financial results or winning the top awards, being first even in friendly team competitions. Anything less than first, and I was indeed disappointed with myself. That perspective blinded me to many of my smaller successes along the way, until I finally embraced the value of celebrating not just the wins, but the small base hits, the ones that perhaps didn't make the headlines. While ambition can be a healthy character trait, it can also overshadow the value of consistency and daily gains. Many of my clients now were challenged with this singular obsession with home runs, losing sight of what they achieved every single day, until they too chose to embrace their own base hits. Author James Clear of Atomic Habits talks about striving for 1% improvement every day, not 50, not 75, not 90, 1% every day. Small wins matter more than we give them credit for. Every base hit we choose to acknowledge builds momentum. It reminds us that we're moving forward, that our efforts count, and that progress is happening. That quiet sense of accomplishment strengthens confidence and fuels motivation, especially on those hard days, so that we keep showing up, keep swinging, and keep moving toward what matters most. Stack continual 1% efforts and extraordinary accomplishments are inevitable. So my question for you is, how healthy is your love affair with your own base hits? When was the last time you celebrated your small wins? What would shift for you if you chose to begin a practice of honoring progress instead of waiting for perfection that never shows up? You do get to choose, Choice is your superpower. Thanks for watching, and I invite you to subscribe to this channel for more insights like this. And I'll see you in the next video.